Hi. Guess what? I died. I was trying to move supplies over to the Guardian farm for the project today, and I jumped too soon and fell off of my staircase all the way down to the ocean floor that is drained, and splat I went. All of my stuff went everywhere. I got it all back, of course, but my armor's not doing too hot. I didn't know that. I need to fix up the boots and the helmet. The helmet is truly special to me, and I would hate to lose my diver helmet, so I'm gonna need to fix that up. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Let's Play series. In between episodes, I went ahead and added in another story to the cactus farm, like I mentioned, and like I kind of thought I would have to go ahead and do. The rates just weren't good enough for me coming from this farm. I need a lot of cactus, or needed a lot of cactus, and I wasn't getting anywhere near enough. So this floor looks really bad. I didn't take the time to decorate it. I just threw it in because I was trying to get it done. And actually, when digging this floor, I had gravel fall into my strip mine. So we're pretty close to the strip mine, which is kind of cool. I wanted to connect that to the ocean eventually. But today's big project is the Guardian. By the end of the episode, we will see a crazy transformation of that build right there. You see, this is where I fell, by the way. Pretty far. I didn't have my bucket in my hotbar. It was a lost cause as soon as I stepped over this edge here. But yeah, so Guardian farm today. I went ahead off camera and started to collect tons of terracotta, no, not terracotta. Terracotta wasn't the right color. The cyan concrete. So at first I was, converting all of the concrete to the hardened concrete because that's what I want. And then I realized that I could probably go ahead and throw the concrete on here and dump water over the side of this thing to convert all of the non-hardened concrete to hardened concrete. So I think that's what we're going to try and go ahead and do today. That will cut out the whole step of me needing to mend the pickaxe and dig everything up and, just doing all of that. So I can basically turn sand over into concrete and then just place it. Let it fall like I did with these walls, and that should be good. The hardest side is going to be this front, though. So I think starting with the eye of the Guardian will be the easiest thing to do. Then we'll do the blue coating, then we'll do the orange spikes coming off of this Guardian. I think that for the eye, I could use this blue terracotta, the purplish looking stuff, for the eyebrow, because Guardians kind of have an eyebrow. Oh, by the way, I need to take care of this. You've probably been looking at it and are you going to address the fact that this thing is overflowing? I am going to have to take care of that as well today. Now, I think I want the eye to pop inwards. I think that would be nice looking. And, man, I don't know how high up to put the eye. Let's try this. Let's throw the eyebrow. Let's just go right there. Let's throw the eyebrow going right across the center of this thing. I think I need to stay, 4 blocks away from the side because I want this symmetrical. And this is kind of just a complete guess, of course. I think that's symmetrical, and then I want to pop the eye in. So let's see. Let's do the eye here. Oh, this is all going to convert over. I think that's fine, though. I wanted to use the non-hardened concrete on the eye, but oh well. It'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. How far from the edge of this eyebrow am I? I'm 2 over, so I need to go 2 over here. I'm going to jump down, and this is not going to match. I know it. Or the eye isn't going to be big enough. But let's see. So let's put the pupil here. I guess a little off-center, because I think the pupil in the Guardian is off-center a little bit. It might be cool to have it kind of looking over that way anyways. That's kind of towards the whole land setup. The sand wall will be gone eventually. Let's just dig all of that out and then throw this in. And now we're going to have a moment of truth. The first one of probably many today. But I have a good feeling about the eye. Let's see, though. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think I should make the pupil a little bit bigger. Is it centered? That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's centered. I think the eye needs to be bigger, though. If I go and do a whole nother row of white, maybe one more on the eyebrow, or I could even make the eyebrow too thick. The eyebrow could probably be too thick. Yeah, one more whole row of white would definitely make it look a whole lot bigger, I think. Or better, excuse me. It'll make it look bigger, too, but I meant to say better. Now, I did go ahead and prepare for the episode, meaning I brought everything that I think I need for our construction today over here. So we should hopefully be good in terms of materials. I think I got enough gravel. I know there's gravel all around me on the floor, but I didn't want to go ahead and, you know, like, use all of this gravel or dig it up because I don't know what I'm going to do with the... I don't know what I'm going to do with the floor of this area yet. I still have to decide on that, so I didn't really want to dig it up before I have a plan, right? What do you think? What should I do with the area around the Guardian? And you know what I just thought about? I could make the eye a giant window, right? If I did white glass and black glass, that might look really, really cool. But I think for now, we'll leave it as concrete, just to get the whole idea of how it's going to look down before I mess with that. Oh, yeah. That's right. That is the perfect eye size, I think. Uh-huh, that's gonna look awesome. That looks completely unimpressed. That's what I'm going for. Okay, cool. Okay, so next up is the blue. I pretty much need to just cover this whole thing in plain old blue. Now, I don't know if I want to go out and make like a perfect corner. So I think for now I'm going to do this diagonal. I think that might look kind of cool. I'm not too sure though. It won't be hard to add in a whole nother corner. How I'm going to be doing this is by placing the hardened concrete that I have along the bottom and then just going up to the top and dropping the non-hardened concrete. Now, of course, on the front with the eye, I'm going to need to, like, go around the eye or something like that, but that's not too hard. Now, this little pop-out area is how I was doing the water, or at least how I had the water to move towards the center when I did the readjustment. So that'll just switch over to the blue concrete just like that, and it won't be a problem. It'll blend in. But I think I'll want to jump all the way up to the eye here and start the side like this. Nothing too crazy or cool. Now, I was thinking about maybe coming back and adding in some, like, cyan wool or something to detail it and give it a little more texture because concrete is really, really flat in its hardened form. However, I think it's going to be best to just get the build in, like I said about the eye, and see how it looks first before I try and go crazy with making it look different or cool. But anyways, after I spill all of that down, I'll go ahead and take water and dump it, and then grab it, let it flow down, and move over and dump it again. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this. I guess I'll have to be a little more patient and let it flow for longer. It's going to mess up all of my torches down there, so... Oh, whoops. I'll have to make sure I, keep sleeping so I don't get a bunch of mobs down there. But I think that'll be the project. Now, I was thinking about how I could do this, right? I don't know, if you guys want to see a whole episode of me moving around and dropping things, and honestly, I don't know what I could talk about for so long. So I think I might do some cuts in here or a time lapse or something. I'm not too sure yet, but I'll see. I think I might actually have prepared more than enough cyan terracotta. Cyan concrete as well, which is good. That's yep. I don't know. I didn't realize actually how fast this project seems to be going, or seems like it will be. Like, I've already almost finished the whole front side. I forgot to do lighting in here. But I think I want to dump water on camera on this front side and take a look at it. So let's be patient. Maybe I should have the eyebrow pop out. That might be kind of cool. And you know what? Maybe I should also spill the water like that so it spreads out, right? I think I'm doing good on my timing here. with the water. It seems like if I let it, spill a little bit, the water won't drain faster than it can convert all the concrete, right? Like, it seems to be working. I really like this color. I hope this works. Maybe I shouldn't be converting everything in case it's not good. We're just going to finish off the conversion mission, though, because I want to see. Let's grab that, and I think I can just jump out and run over, and hopefully, I can't see anything. It's draining. I know I missed a little bit of space around the eye, but I think this is gonna... Oh, that's gonna look really cool. I should definitely pop the eyebrow out, though, to add the depth to it, because I have the eye popping in. So if I took more blue terracotta and, pop the eyebrow out more, that'll help. And then maybe I could even make the eye go a little further down, but I don't know if it really needs to go further down. Oh, yeah. That's gonna look really, really cool, I think. But yeah, maybe the eye a little further down and the eyebrow popping out would help a whole lot. It'll look cooler, too, once I have the orange spikes popping out. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just copy what I did there on all of the other sides real quick. Just get it done so we can do some other stuff. As a small progress update, everything is going well. Pretty simple, but I popped the eyebrow out and made the eye larger and centered the eye. I think that looks a whole lot better, and yeah, just looks a whole lot better. Now, I have covered this whole side with concrete. I haven't converted it yet, and the texture definitely looks a whole lot better in my opinion. It's all up to preference, but I like to texture things. So unfortunately, I can't really leave this like that because I would have to redo the whole front side. However, in the future, I think I will come back in and do like some texture with cyan wool, or maybe even just cyan concrete that isn't turned. I think that might look the Guardian, or make the Guardian look a whole lot better, excuse me. But yep, I need to go ahead and check the cactus farm, which is something I wanted to go and do on camera just to see how much more cactus I have. I haven't checked the rates of the thing since I expanded it, so I'm hoping that we have like maybe 24 cactus or something. It's not a lot to ask for, but if we don't have that, I might need to figure out how to expand it even farther. Or I just need to be patient, I guess, because I won't need a whole lot of cactus in the future. And I really like the ceiling in here. But anyways, ooh, 51. Yeah, that's double what I was expecting. I wanted 24 so I could, have a clean smelting stack. But yeah, I don't think I will have to do any more expanding of that farm. I might have to actually de-expand or decrease it, because if that's going to be the case, I'm going to, like, overflow on cactus pretty fast. I guess that's not a bad thing, though, but, yep, back to work now. That's awesome. I'm so happy about that. There we go. All of the sides are covered now, other than the top. I will be coming back and covering the top, but I think I'll do that last just because I want to do the orange spikes. I really, really want to give those a shot. Now, I also need to go ahead and do all of this water conversion stuff. So, I wish there was like an easier way that I could be doing this, like some sort of like robot or something, but I'm glad that I realized I could just dump the water and convert the concrete like midway through beginning to convert concrete over, because that would have been a massive pain to have to place by hand all of these blocks, like climbing up and down or something like that. So I guess I did it the easy way. But yep, so I'll come back and convert all of those blocks in just a minute. But since I have, I suppose, like 2 sides done, I can go and take a look at it from like over here and see what I think it'll look like. Maybe we should climb up a little bit. I haven't really had a chance to get a great view. Yeah, that's really, really cool. So I need to figure out the orange spikes. I think they come out of the middle of each side, but I think I need to like pull up a picture or something, because I don't want to mess it up and do something that's not quite right. I don't think no, they don't have any side fins, so it's just like the spikes and the tail. Yeah, I should definitely pull up a picture real quick. Okay, so it looks like I need to have an orange spike going diagonal out of the middle of all of the sides. The only side that's going to be difficult, or sides, I should say, are the bottom ones. I don't know how that's really going to look, because if I do diagonal spikes, right, coming out of the bottom here, they're going to touch the ocean floor. That might not be a problem, but it might at the same time. Now, it also looks like these spikes are coming out of the middle of each side, like straight up exactly in the middle. So I think this was 22 is what I said. And if I count up 11 from the corner, I should be able to find the exact middle, right? So right here is 1. So this is 11, and that is 12. That should be right in the middle. Now, I think for the spikes, I could just do, pretty much a straight up diagonal and make, giant cubes like I'm doing here. Now, I don't really know how far I need to go, or I will want to go. That might be a nice start. I don't know if I should do like some sort of diagonal on the top of it too, right? To kind of create a little bit more 3D going on, or a little bit more spike. That might have like overly complicated it. Let's just take this off first and check out the plain and simple version. I think this is going to be the easiest way to get down. Just jump in the water and take the water and wait for the water to spill and then jump down. Let's see. Is the spike... that's not long enough. That is nowhere near long enough. And it also, I think, might be too small. I might need a spike twice as long and maybe like twice as tall, because that looks really, really small to me. Like way too small. Okay, let's just ignore all of my random scaffolding to get up and down, and let's take a look. I made it twice as thick and I think almost twice as long. Let's jump back this time and get a better view, though, from up here. Now that looks goofy. That's way, way too thick. Like 100,000% too thick. Yeah, that's definitely too thick. Maybe if I did 3, so it's just going to have to be slightly off-center. I could shave off the bottom one. And then I went like 2 more sections. I think that might be it, but it's like definitely like... way too thick, so yeah, something needs to change. You know what? No, let's shave off the top one, because the bottom one lines up perfectly with the bottom of the eye. So this comes off, and then that goes on, and we go back down. I think that might be the right length. Like, I can't tell. Like, looking at the picture, in proportion to the body, the spike seems to be almost like half of the body. And that looks like it's almost half, you know. But I think the main thing that I'm going to have to do is just throw on more spikes and take a look. Now, the top spike is going to have to be 2 thick, because if I do it 3 thick, it's going to noticeably be off-center. The reason I can do it off-center here is because we're looking up at the build, and yeah, it's just like the whole perspective thing, it's fine. But looking up at the build, I'm going to notice that the thing is off-center, and it's going to bother me. So I'll do 2 wide in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 long. Yeah, 8 cubes long. Going up and out. I'll just do the front ones. I'll convert this side over so I can get a better, like, over to the hardened concrete so I can get a better look, or at least the front half of it to hard up. Okay. You're gonna have to move, buddy. Over to the hardened concrete so I can get a better look at it, and hopefully this'll work. If I can't nail the spikes, the build isn't gonna look as cool. So I really have to get the spikes right. Man, the slimes are spawning like crazy, and I think that's because I'm too close to the guardian farm for the guardians to spawn. So the slimes take over, and man, that is annoying. However, that's an interesting observation, because I might be able to do something with like an AFK platform right on top of this thing to turn the slime farm on, if you will. Like, turn it on, just meaning like deactivating the guardian farm. So I don't know, but I did this one too thick just to match that top one being too thick, and I can already tell that too thick one just looks so goofy, so that's gonna have to change. But let's climb up this thing and take a look. I think I want to climb all the way up, and yep, that's gonna have to be 4 thick. I might be able to actually do these side ones too thick though, because I think it looks a little better now that it's elongated, right? You know, maybe I could do the diagonal, right? And do the whole thing that I said might be overcomplicating it. Like, just the diagonal to make it look a little more sharp. I'm gonna try that out, and if not, I'm gonna figure it out and just try and crank out the rest of these spikes. Now, the spikes shouldn't be too hard to do because I have tons and tons of terracotta, so I can easily continue to bone meal my flowers, which I did pick up and put in this chest, and expand the amount of orange clay that I have. So that won't be a problem. It's just a matter of getting the right shape down, I think. And so many slimes, man. Okay, let's go ahead and take another look at the spike. Maybe that is a little overly complicated. This is really hard. Yeah, that's like totally overly complicated. Because this is so flat, and then that is like tons of detail. I'm just gonna do 4 wide, I think, and just throw the other spikes in. Now, the tail should be pretty easy to do, hopefully, or at least I really hope it will be. I need to find the middle because I want the tail to come off of the middle of this build. So here's the middle. And if I climb up here, let's use cobblestone. I think I just want to come pretty much straight out. I don't think it needs to be exactly in the middle of the back of this build. So let's just kind of throw it, I don't know, here or something. And is this, yep, that's lining up. So we're going to go straight out like this, and then maybe a third one like that. And I'll need to remember to light up the inside of this. So let's just do that. And then I'm going to funnel inwards 1 and do the same thing going out. Let's tower up this time. And maybe this one could go, I don't know, it looks a little longer from looking at the picture. I have 2 monitors, and I'm literally just looking over at the other one while I'm building this. Let's see. Maybe something like that. I think that's good. And then to finish off the tail here, because I can't really go in anymore, I'm going to have to just kind of go flat and go out like I'm doing here. Now, I want this to step up a few times and then do orange. So let's see. Maybe we start the orange here and just kind of do some orange, like, fins, right? Because the Guardian has some fins. Maybe we could add some depth back into this thing out here and do, like, yeah, like I said, fins, like there, and then it'll go in and then out, right? How can I get down there? I'm going to run out of cobblestone blocks to move over. But let's see. If we have that like that, then this next one can go out like that, and then this next one would need to go out too. Like something like that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and throw the tail on and do the spikes, figure out the spikes, and then I'll come back and we'll see what we're doing next. Well, really quick, you know, before I cut away, yep, that's going to be fine, I think. I need to definitely make the fin longer and then maybe do like some blending in terms of the orange coming into the tail because it is really flat. I should also probably extend that little bit, like out a little bit more, just so I can add the depth to the build, but that's really not hard because I have plenty of blocks to do all of that stuff with. So let's go ahead and fix up the tail, and then I think I'll cut away. I just want to make sure I can get the tail correct, right? The tail should be really easy to do, but I'm having a little bit of issues with it. So let's go ahead and sneak over a little closer and make this maybe 2 longer, coming out to there. Then maybe I could expand this even more in here or something. And, you know, I want the orange to not just be some weird looking flat thing, so let's go ahead and do this. That'll go down like I'm doing here. Would this go over? You know what? Maybe I could do like a... Yeah, something like that looks kind of cool. And then if I extended the back fin, like partially, right, to make a cool back fin. Maybe something like that might look kind of cool for the tail. Man, I don't know. Let's jump down from this thing and take a look. I hear another giant slime. Yikes. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, throw that in, throw the spikes in, and then we'll be back. And I'm gonna have to kill a lot of slimes. Oh boy, so Guardian 1 is what we'll call this for now. Guardian 1 is almost done here. Well, I guess it is after all of this noisy water bucket placing, but here we go. We have all of the spikes. I haven't done any lighting here, and I left a low spot right in the middle. Now, the middle will be easy to find, right, because I can just take the middle of 2 of these sides and, you know, kind of figure it out, but that'll be there for access into the farm in case I ever need to get there. I just need to pull this whole dirt staircase off of this farm now because I want to take a look at it without any of this disruption. And I also need to continue to, you know, dump a little bit more water to get the blocks that I missed because of the stairs. So just one more step, and then we're all done with the Guardian farm. Also, while I'm back here, this is the final tail. I went ahead and made it bigger so it would, you know, kind of stretch out a little bit more and make a little bit more sense. I want this build to, you know, have the detail. I don't want to just kind of cheap out or something. Now, technically, I could make this tail longer, and I might do that in the future, but right now, as it, you know, sits, it is getting kind of close to this glass wall, so I didn't really want to kind of stretch it too far and have it touch the sand. I know I said glass, and that's because I plan on making it all glass or something cool like that, but yep, it just was getting a bit long, so I kind of ended it where it ends for now. But I think that's... Oh, no. For some reason, I thought that was it. But I've been having mob spawning issues underneath the farm as well. So I definitely need to get some better lighting in here. I could probably take sea lanterns and cover the floor of this thing now. Or at least, like, you know, put it in places. But let's take a look back at the farm. That's probably what you want to see. You don't want to hear me talk about how I could decorate the floor. But this is what it looks like from down here. Pretty cool, I think. And then if we go up the staircase, will get the top better view, in my opinion. I think it almost looks a little cooler from the outside, and that is why I want to do like a glass wall in here or something, so I can see into the room. Now, I understand that's going to be a whole lot of sand, but that's what these walls are made out of. A whole lot of sand, so that'll be a project that I'll do soon. I was thinking about maybe like a wave pattern or something. That might be kind of cool. Again, at least on the front side, which is the side facing the land. But right there is the Guardian. Pretty cool in my opinion. Now, I'm calling it, again, Guardian 1 because I didn't do any detailing on it. I think it will need some detail. That might make it look a little bit better, and I obviously didn't do the spikes going down into the ground. I don't know if I'm going to do those yet, but I don't think I'm going to do it today. Now, I have a challenge for you today because I'm not too great at redstone, right? Now, what is your best... I guess it's less of a challenge. Well, no, it's a challenge. What's your best idea to deal with the storage for this thing? I don't think we're going to get to it today, looking at how long... this episode seems to be running right now with just this Guardian stuff done. So we won't do it today, but what do you think? What I was thinking about doing is having, an automatic dispenser. So items get dispensed down into like a water stream. And then I'll have a storage room, maybe under the ground here somewhere, where all of the items are moved to. So this all stays the same except for maybe automatic dispensers. Maybe I'll do 2, like 1 and 1, or I could even do 4. Shooting items down just into a room, and then I do an automatic storage thing. Does that make sense, or is there a cooler way to do that? That's what the challenge is, that question. I don't know if, I don't think it would be too hard to do, right? Like, just dispensers shooting things down as soon as items get into them, and then moving them into one water stream, right? And then into a storage thing for all of those items, because I think that might look a little nicer if we just had the glass here and then everything moving somewhere else instead of having a chest sit here, because I can't just empty this chest. It's going to constantly fill up, and I could, set up some automatic storage thing right here on the surface, but I don't know if that's going to look great. But what do you think? Also, I think it's about time we retire the beef and switch over to fish. I think, or at least for now. I have all the chicken up on the surface too, but I have so much fish that I could just eat up, right? Oh man, I love the Guardian. I need to name it something cooler than Guardian 1 or whatever. And in case you're curious, that is what the Guardian looks like from over here. Pretty lame. I need a viewing platform, or again, a glass wall. If I had a glass wall, you could see the eye, I think, and it would look a whole lot less weird and out of place. But yep, that's that. So we have one more project for today. Yesterday, I checked out a book from Mr. Withy Seeker asking for a carrot, and I have carrots for sure. I'm going to take a few extra, actually, just because I am getting a few from my zombie farm, which is nice. But we're going to drop off a carrot to Withy, and I have a creative idea. So I need some leaves. Ooh. I don't have a lot of leaves. Let's get creative and take 2 types. So I have a book right here. Withy. Here's your carrot. Arr. Want to sail the seas with me, matey? Arr. Captain Waddles. So I'm a pirate. I'm going to swing over to Withy's base and deliver the carrots and propose an exploration with him because I need a jungle. I don't think he's found a jungle in the world. I'm not too sure, but I figured we could go exploring and try our hand at jungle hunting. Now, the reason I say seas is because I live by an ocean, and I'm a pirate, obviously, and I think that sailing and exploring is a whole lot easier and faster, so that might be the way to go. Now, we're back in the Nether. Of course, I haven't been here in so long. Let me make sure my brightness is good. Yep, I'm good. I always forget, but I think he's got a portal in the Nether. Now, I haven't been over to his place in quite some time, but I do think we live in pretty much a straight line. I think I see something coming up here. Is this gonna be a portal? Aha. This is what we're looking for. Now, hopefully I don't suffocate in the wall. I don't know. I get afraid of nether portals. Yep, this looks like a base. Ooh, it's nighttime. I haven't slept in some time, so... Whoa. That's pretty cool. Let's just run inside of his house. Ooh, he's got a horse too. I don't have a horse. Let's go inside of this place, and it looks like a farm tower, and look for a bed. I didn't bring a bed, and I don't see a bed. Yikes. You think there's a bed in that top building? Yeah, I don't have one. How do I get up? Right here. Okay, so what is this? Aha! A way up. Let's check it out. I'm not gonna leave the carrots up here. I have a creative. Okay, there's no bed up here. I am assuming. Yep, that's the way down. Okay. I mean, I haven't seen any phantoms yet. Let's just go down. Oh boy. The field around his base is filled with mobs, so I'm running and trying to find sheep. Here's one. Oh, I think I got 3. Did I? Okay, cool. So I can continue on the mission now. Let's just, do I have enough wood? Yeah, I have way more than enough wood. Let's go over here and make this. Yep. I need it right in my hotbar. Move a little bit more. And a little bit more wood. I hope the creeper doesn't, nope, the creeper doesn't care. Let's sleep. Oh man, that's tall. That's above the clouds. Now, I want to build a carrot. It only makes sense, right? I'm giving him a carrot, and it would be inside of a giant carrot. So, let's see. If I start off like this, it's going to be growing out of the ground, of course. Maybe go up a little bit, and we'll put the chest inside of it. Yep, I'll put a chest in there. Let's go out like this, maybe? Oh, is that going to be the way to do it? Maybe I go out like I did there, but also pop this thing out even more. Oh, this is going to be really bad. This isn't going to look like a carrot, is it? Let's break that and that. I really wanted to build a giant carrot. Now, I don't know why I really wanted to that bad, but, right? Like, I'm dropping off a carrot. It should be in a giant carrot. It only makes sense. Now, I need to go definitely higher up. I think this actually might work here. I'll need to light the thing up, too, because a giant carrot growing off in the distance that's filled with mobs probably isn't the nicest present to leave somebody, right? So let's just go ahead and close it off like this, throw some torches in there for safety, and then leaves. So let's take spruce leaves. I like oak leaves more, and that's why I don't like them more. I like to decorate with spruce more, but I like the look of, you know what, I don't know. I like spruce leaves more, but I like oak leaves too, and I don't want to use up all my oak leaves, because they're harder to farm, okay? I think that should look like a carrot, right? Whoops. I wanted to put one more. Yeah, that looks like a carrot. Awesome. I wanted to put one more leaf, though, in here to, you know, make it a little more strong, right? Like that. I think that serves its purpose. He'll get the point. And then, you know what? Let's just put the chest. You know, I don't know if I want to put it inside of this thing, because that might be a little too advanced. Not that he won't figure it out, but I don't want him to not break the carrot open. So let's go ahead and just put the chest behind the carrot and put the book and the carrots in it. I hope he notices the carrot sitting off in the field. Let's take a look, though. Oh, yeah, that's a carrot for sure. That should be good. Let's go ahead and abandon the base, and we'll have to wait for next time. Uh-oh, your lead broke, horse. How does that work? There you go. Don't know how that happened. That was weird. How did I get in? It wasn't here, right? It was underneath the enchantment table, right? Oh, yeah, carrot. Now it's time for the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from Rogue. Right there. There's Rogue. The comment was about the zombie farm and how I could expand it to make it more AFK-able. basically adding some ladders in and expanding that little drop area. I believe once I go back and decorate that farm up, I will be doing something like that, because from AFKing at that farm, it obviously doesn't work like long term, right? Because of entity cramming, I just can't fit a whole ton of mobs in there. Like, yeah. So I'll have to expand that. We will be going back to that farm and decorating it soon. I just wanted to make some progress on the Guardian farm. And yep, so that's that. I also really need to change the rug colors in here. I asked a few episodes ago and I saw some ideas that I like. I think cyan is going to be the way that I go. So I really need to do that. And I also need to make like a squid farm or something, because I just don't have enough ink sacs consistently to make tons of books, right? I want to make books for the comment of the day and just read them, but I don't have enough. And ooh, I wish I knew all these leaves were here. That would have been nice to know. I need to make a storage room as well. But I hope you like the Guardian. Let me know what you think about the storage thing down below if you have an idea or anything like that. And I will see you next time. There is a playlist for the series if you've been liking it and you want to catch up or you want to rewatch stuff. That is linked in the description as always. And yep, go have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.